Neal.fun is one of my favorite websites I've ever seen. Neal.fun has a variety of different things. In this video, I will be going over many of Neal.fun's apps. I don't really know what to call them. Today, we will be finding out what is Neal.fun. Baby map. Baby map is a map of the world, but whenever a baby is born, the country the baby is born in glows yellow. Also below, it shows how many babies have been born in each country since you've opened the page. It also shows the total amount of babies born. Spend Bill Gates' money. In Spend Bill Gates' money, you get $100 billion and get to spend it on a variety of items. From a Big Mac to a year of Netflix, from a diamond ring to a monster truck, a Formula One car, and even the Mona Lisa. For most items, you can buy as much of that item as you want, but you can only buy the Mona Lisa once, being realistic to the real world. The most expensive thing you can buy is an NBA team at $2.120 billion. And being realistic, you can only buy 30 of them. Progress. In progress, you can see how much time till the next event. You can see how long till the next minute, hour, day, month, year, decade, century, and millennium. You can also see how long it will be till a certain holiday. You can see how long it will be till the next Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, Easter, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, Mother's Day, and Father's Day. One of them shows you how many pixels till the end of the page, which updates as you scroll up and down. You can also see how long it is till every moon stage. You can see when Halley's Comet will return, when Chernobyl will finally be safe again, and you can even see when Voyager 1 reaches the Oort cloud. It also shows when the Milky Way galaxy will collide with the Andromeda galaxy, when the sun dies, and even the heat death of the universe. If knowing when the world's gonna end isn't your cup of tea, maybe drawing is. Drawing logos from memory is where you draw logos from memory. If you click the circle with the color in it, you can reveal other colors to draw with. Below there's a button that says Reveal Logo, which reveals the logo. Honestly, this one really speaks for itself. So here's my drawing of every logo that I have. One of the main things drawing logos from memory questions is how we remember things. Most of the time, we can't say every individual detail from every individual thing. One of the most infamous cases of misremembering logos is Fruit of the Loom. The Fruit of the Loom logo is just a pile of fruit, but many claim that there's something else to the logo. A cornucopia. It seems like everybody remembers the cornucopia in the logo, but it has never been found on any piece of clothing. Old logos also don't show any sign of a cornucopia, and unlike other examples of the Mandela effect, there's no exact correlation on why people would think this. And Lemon made a great video about this topic. The link is in the description. On July 22nd of 1609, Thomas Harriot drew the first picture of the moon using a telescope. Galileo drew a picture of the moon a few weeks later, although he got the credit for the first moon drawing. But how many times would you have to fold a piece of paper to get to the moon? In paper, you fold and unfold paper. It shows you how thick the paper is by how many times you folded it. It's often said that you can only fold a paper 7 times, but it has been proven several times that that is not the case. In 2002, Brittany Galvin folded a paper 12 times, being 41 centimeters tall, or about the size of a bowling pin. If you double the folds, it goes to 1.7 kilometers tall. 9 folds later, you will be at 859 kilometers tall, or 500 laps around Indianapolis Motor Speedway. After 38 folds, it can wrap around Earth, then the diameter of Neptune, then Saturn, and at 42 folds, you can reach the moon from Earth. Now that you've climbed all that way, you don't want to stay up there too long. Try to get down as fast as you can. But how fast are you moving? It might seem like a simple question, but is it really? You could be watching this video in a car or sitting down, not moving at all. But even if that's the case, you're still technically moving. Tectonic plates travel around 2 inches a year, so you travel about 2 nanometers a second. But wait, The Earth is spinning at 1,000 miles an hour. The Earth is also traveling around the Sun at 66,000 miles an hour. And our Sun is moving to a star called Vega at 43,000 miles an hour. Our Sun is orbiting the Milky Way galaxy at 483 miles an hour. As mentioned earlier, the Milky Way galaxy is on a collision course with the Andromeda galaxy in 225,000 miles an hour. The Milky Way galaxy is moving at 1.3 million miles an hour. The universe is expanding, meaning from the vantage point of the furthest known galaxy you've traveled. The multiverse theory says that our universe may just be a tiny universe in the vastity of other universes. How fast is our universe moving in this sea? But at the end of the day, speed is all relative. It depends on your perspective of the universe. So have you really ever moved at all? Life checklist. Life checklist is exactly what it seems, a life checklist. Although many achievements are easy, like learning to read, some are more difficult, like travel the world. I've completed 28 out of 66 items. How many have you completed? But where do you spend that life? And where does the day go? How much time does it take you to do things? It first lists how many times you can do certain activities throughout the day. Then you can adjust a slider on how much you sleep, stay home, or be at work and school. Changing the slider will adjust the graph below. Scrolling down cuts the day in half even more by breaking down how much time it takes to eat and go places. Next is Who Was Alive, where you can type in a year and see which famous people were alive at the time. Below is the person's name and it shows you how old they were on that year. If you click the person's name, it takes you to their Wikipedia page. In the next app, Dark Patterns has very little interactivity, and it's mostly text talking about the ways websites trick us into doing things. The next app is Share This Page, which lets you share Neal.fun with other people, starting with more normal ways, then getting more unusual as we go on. Next is the size of space, which compares the sizes of things found in space. By the time you get to the Bennu asteroid, you cannot even see an astronaut anymore. The size of space ends with the universe itself. Next is the deep sea. You can scroll down to go deeper into the ocean, where it shows how deep a type of fish live, with various facts scattered along the way. It also shows you when you transition between one zone to another. At 9,433 meters deep, your screen picks up a submarine, and it stays on your screen all the way to the bottom. As you go down, you can see an abbreviated story of the first mission to the Challenger Deep, which is where the deep sea ends off. Which I was focusing more on than this video. But this is only half of Neal.fun. I might make a part 2 someday, or maybe there never will be.